Howdy, what's going on, beautiful people? I hope and pray that you are just doing incredibly well, right? On this video, I'm going to answer one of the timeless questions that I get asked over and over and over again is that, do you actually need money to get started in real estate investing? And here's the crazy thing. The answer may surprise you. Now, before I dive into this, please like, subscribe, comment, and all of those amazing things, okay? My goal is to bring you more videos and content that's going to help you transform your life and make a kingdom impact through real estate investing, okay? Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this, right? I get asked quite often is, Clifford, do you really need money to get started in real estate investing, or what does that actually look like? And the surprising answer is no, you really don't. Okay. Now, let me clarify some things when I say that. Okay. Because we are operating in a little bit of some gray area. And I just want you to know, right? I don't want to steer you wrong. The less you spend, the more you're going to have to hustle. Okay. What I mean by that is that if you're getting started in real estate investing and you're like, Clifford, I don't have money for marketing. I don't have money for this. I don't have money for that. Then I need you to lace up your boots and get to work, because you are going to have to hustle. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Okay. And I'm going to share with you a few different ways that you can go about doing this if you're in a situation like this, right? Number one, we can focus on properties that don't require active marketing, okay? Or let me rephrase that, funds for marketing, right? So an example, one thing that we do, one amazing strategy that we do is we literally target properties that are listed on the MLS, okay? So you can go to Zillow, which is free as long as you have internet access. You can go and filter those properties that have been listed for 30 days or longer and simply call those agents on those properties and make them an offer, right? Now, their actual contact information will be listed on that Zillow page. So that's free. So as long as you have access to the internet and you have a cell phone that you have access to, or a phone, a landline. Do they still make landlines? I don't know. I hadn't had a landline in forever. Anywho, that's one way that you can do it. And I guarantee you this. I absolutely guarantee you this, right? Where if you did that and you talk to 30 to 40 agents every single day, you will have a deal within 30 days. And now you will be able to close that deal to fund and pay for more marketing and more opportunities, right? That's one way. A second way that you can do it is that you can joint venture with other wholesalers, right? You can be a bird dog or boots on the ground or something like that. You can help other investors get their deals to the finish line by finding end buyers, right? So there's so many different ways that you can get creative on stuff like this. Another example would be using private money lending or hard money lending, specifically on doing flips. So what I would do whenever I started doing flips, I brought in private money lending. I meant to say private money lending specifically, because now you have more flexibility. So I went and found an amazing flip opportunity. Then I found an investor that was willing and able to fund that deal for me, so I didn't have to pay for any of that stuff out of my own pocket. So those are three simple ways that you can actually get started in real estate investing without needing a bank full of money, okay? Then once you start making money, you can use some of those funds and start pouring into other avenues to help that kind of speed up, all right? So I want you to think about this, and it really blows my mind here. People want to get rich doing nothing, okay? That's not how the world works. That's not how business works, okay? You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your business, and you have to treat it as such, right? So, for example, and this is an analogy that I share with some of my members. Do you need money to get in shape? Typically, no, right? You can go outside and you can walk around outside and you can do push-ups and you can do body weight exercises and you can get extremely creative, right? But if you had a little bit money to spend, you can pay for meal prepping services to really hone in your macros. If you want, you can pay for a trainer to train you 5 days a week, 6 days a week, whatever that may be, to hold you accountable. You can join a gym and pay for a gym membership that gives you access to equipment and it makes your life convenient because guess what? Now you're indoors and you're not in the rain because if you didn't have money, you would probably be working out in all of the elements, in the cold and the heat and the rain, right? So do you see that how that comparison works, right? We don't technically need the money to get in shape. We don't technically need the money to get started in real estate investing. But when we have the money, it opens up doors and new opportunities to fast track things, right? Like paying for a coach, paying for a mentor, paying for platforms like PropStream or InvestorBase that helps you find in buyers. Okay. So really just know that going into it, y'all. And the more you spend, or let me say this, the less you spend, the more you're going to have to hustle. Okay. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. And are you able to pull up your bootstraps and get to work. So I pray this was helpful. It was just kind of like a little random talk, but it is a question that I get asked quite a bit. So I pray this bless somebody. But I'll see you on the next one.